So again, we're combining like terms. They're exactly the same variable, right? So for example, 4b to the 5th plus 8b. This is polynomial number 1. Technically, it's a quintic binomial, right? But I'm going to add polynomials. So I have polynomial number 1 plus polynomial number 2. I could have a third one that I'm adding, and a fourth, right? Like, you just are adding the polynomials. And by adding polynomials, you're just looking at these two different problems, and I'm smushing them together. I'm combining them. So I'm asking myself, what goes together? And I'm going to put it in standard form. 4b to the 5th plus 3b to the 5th is what? 7b to the 5th. Word to the wise, when writing the variable b, make sure that I don't accidentally think it's a 6. Put a little flag on it like I have at the top, a curly Q. Write the capital letter B, but make sure it doesn't look like an 8, right? Like. Then I also am going to combine positive 8b plus 6b to get 14b. And then I just have minus 8. And there's my answer. I added these polynomials. I don't have a b equals because there's no equal sign, right? I'm not solving, I'm simplifying. Just combining like terms. There is a little trick though. Subtracting has a little trick up its sleeve. It's not hard. It's just you sometimes forget about it if you're going too fast. Quadratic trinomial minus quadratic trinomial, but not in standard form. That's okay, we'll fix it later. But I have a quadratic trinomial minus a quadratic trinomial. I'm subtracting polynomials. Remember when we subtracted equations in systems when we were doing elimination and we had to subtract that second equation?
Yes.
When you subtract, you're not just subtracting the first term. You're subtracting every term. So when you're subtracting, you need to distribute the minus across. This minus -1 technically, right, goes to everything inside the parentheses. I'm subtracting everything inside the parentheses. So when you distribute that minus, what happens to everything?
Your signs are flipped.
Your signs are flipped. So my recommendation, especially today, because today's day number 1, is to rewrite it. My recommendation is 3x squared minus 2x plus 8. That stays the same. But this guy over here becomes, minus 10x plus 4 minus x squared. Yes? Because everything needs to change because that negative gets distributed inside. And once we have that done, what's this? What's this? Plus 12, and I'm done. But that minus is what gets us. All right, I'm going to give you a big problem, a challenge. Okay, you're going to have to write pretty small. 3x to the third minus 8x squared plus 3x minus 4x. Right now. So, see if you can do it. You can. Go through those steps. Here's my advice. Rewrite the problem. Distribute that minus. Distribute that minus. Write the problem down. Combine like terms. Write your solution. I will slowly work out the answer. I have it frozen. I'll reveal it in a second. You try to see if you can do it. You can. Jadam, do your assignment.